we would sit there and watch Negz and all that and support him. But then he like would always, it wasn't even back then, he wasn't even as greedy as he is now. It wasn't about money, but he did always want a little bit of cheeseburger money. Well, we didn't have no money to give him, so we were just like his supporters, and he was okay with that as long as we were there supporting him, whatever. That was back when money didn't mean that much to him, I guess. I don't know. Probably because he was living for free off of welfare, and now he's living for free on his money. It's like a lot of things change, but oh, are they the same? You know what I mean? And so, anyways, he was living in some welfare apartment out there in like, I can't remember. I probably shouldn't say it anyways. Not too far from me. So I grew over there, met him and all this. And I figured out that someone in his chat was a con. That was Bunny. You know, Yaba's right-hand man now. That still kills me. What the fuck? No way. So there was this other girl that was always talking to us, and then we clicked on her channel, and she had this little bunny avatar, and she would talk shit and all that. And I'm one of those. Well, if you're gonna talk shit, then fucking say it out of your own mouth and be on cam and say what you mean and be who you are. You know what I mean? So, and she was attitudinal, and I was like, I don't really like this chick, and I took an interest in her, and then I started digging around, and I got a couple other groupies in Ron's chat to fucking join me. It was Palmer, and we did a little background check. We ended up finding out exactly who she was. She ended up being like, we all know her past, and if you don't, she was a prostitute. And anyways, I busted her out. It was one of my first big videos, right? I put a video out. I got a strike for that. I did get a strike for that. I had got her information, and I was like, she needs to be exposed. If she's sitting here talking shit about everyone else, and she's a liar. That was Bunny. And guess who was right up there in it too with me? Yaba. Diane's back. Lyanna. Oh, take 30. Kitty, where are you? Bunny Rabbit. That's Buns now. Anyways, I showed her for my next big one was Beep's cat. When I figured out who she was, that was epic. We'll get to that. Anyways, so me and this Ron, I ended up going to his house and hanging out a few times, and he was cool, and I could tell he was a little flirty. I was big, but I've always been cute. Don't you take that away from me. I may be 400 pounds or I could be 150 pounds. I am cute. And don't you dare say otherwise, because you know it's a lie. Especially when I got my fake hair and my fake teeth in and my fake tan. Okay? You're not going to tell me nothing. Anyways, so back then I was like 400 fucking pounds, dude. But, you know, I'm still hanging out with him and shit. And he was flirting and all that, and I knew we were gonna have a good relationship. And fuck, what happened from there? Oh, I remember. After I sat on his face and all that shit, and it kind of went when I decided, you know, I just didn't want nothing to do with you. He started acting crazy and started saying really crazy shit online. I was like, oh no. But what really did it for me is, number one, he wanted to run my merch line. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, you need merch. You need to sell merch. I was like, all right, I need to sell merch. So he gets a lot of 25 shirts. They sell out in like 10 fucking minutes. He did no plus size shirts, nothing. He made the majority of the money off of it, which I didn't know what to think at the time. Like, maybe this is how it is. But at the end of the day, that was a rotten fucking deal, and he did me wrong when he tried to sell my merch for me. And I got smart after that. Then we were going on to expose someone. I believe it was Beep's cat. It may have been Buns. I can't remember. It was one of them in the beginning. Maybe Dimitri Stein. I can't remember. It was someone. And I went over to his house, and he said, look, I'll get the views for the live, and then you can re-upload it on your channel and get all the views after that. I said, okay, cool. So we went live on his channel, and I remember his face like brightening. He was like, there's 200 people in here. It was like, oh my God, 300 people are waiting. I just remember, and I was like, this is a good thing, right? And like, I mean, I've never seen 300 fucking people in the same room unless I've been at a concert in my life. And he's like, this is a great thing. He was like, I've never seen this many people. It's like, cool. So we went live, and that fucker just jumped up to, like, he had me in front of the camera exposing people, you know, exposing this person. Well, I did too. Like, he didn't have me. I was up there, and I was on his platform. All right, did whatever, great views. Well, I ended up going home, and the next day I was like, okay, I want to re-upload it to my channel, and he would not let me re-upload it to my channel. He's like, no, you can't. And at the time, I didn't know you could record videos on there, so I really thought, oh, he is really fucking me. But it was the principle. You told me you would give me it, you didn't, you're taking me, and pretty much, if you go back, and if someone has that is entirely me talking, and him in the background just sitting there like this, like he was ridiculous. And that'd be the downfall for me. Once you start getting greedy, like, look, I like to be even, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to try to take from you, don't take from me. Let's just break it even. If we got to hustle, all right, 50-50. Not only did he fuck me over on the shirts, not only does he suck when you sit on his face and all that, and then now he's trying to screw me out of fucking video. Bye. I'm done. I'm done at that point. So I decided to break away. Yaba is my buddy at the time. And we just go our own way. Right? That didn't happen. So in the chat, he had this little girlfriend at the time named Nikki. If you remember her, Nikki would go and do all the dirty work for him. Well, Nikki wasn't that smart. She was like good at like dropping shit, but she wasn't good at being smooth. Well, there was this chick named Sam who was doing these videos about bridging the gap and all this shit, and I don't know why, it just bothered the hell out of the job at the time. And I was like, who cares? Like, she doesn't do nothing for me. And she's like, there's something wrong with her. She's a bum. You know, all this shit. And I watched a few of her videos. I was like, okay. Well, Sam ended up being friends with Negz. So next thing you know, I'm getting traction, and Yaba's a small channel and trying to grow too, but she's doing dumbass videos and stuff like that. Like one a week. She could have really grown her channel. She put effort into it. But at that time, she had a lot going on. She couldn't. So basically, my channel's just growing. So Ron sees this as an opportunity, and I'm going to attack Katie with every means that I can. I had already doxed myself, so what are you going to do? Like, everyone knows where I live and all that. So what's the next thing you can do? Try to hurt my friends. So he wanted to dox on Yaba. He ordered the dox against his ne'er-do-wells. And at the time, it was Nikki, Sam, and a handful of other fuckers that have long since puffed away. Sam gets the information, gives it to Nikki, and Nikki doxes Yaba. That was it. There began the war between Yaba. We didn't even know Sam did it at that time. We absolutely thought it was Negz. Let's go on. We're all arguing. It's just like everybody hates Negz at this point, and he's evil. I ended up doing this show called Drama Live, and Yaba was my co-host for the first 2 episodes, maybe the first episode. She got on there. Our very first fucking guest was Sam Telfer. And they did nothing but argue back and forth the entire time. It was great. People loved it. It was fun. But I was like, oh, none of them are no good. Yaba got bent out of shape about it all and didn't want to host it anymore, so I had to do it myself, and that was fine. We had lots of good memories with Drama Live. All right, I realized right then I don't need a co-host. I'm going to run this fucking vessel on myself. This ship, there we go. I am the captain. No co-pilots, no, you know, whatever the fuck you call it. No co-fucking captains, none of that. I did nothing but make my channel fucking grow and grow and grow and grow. Meanwhile, we have all these fights, right? Sam and Yaba had been fighting for years. So what really shocked me was one day when they called me. Well, it was Sam at first, called and was like, "I really love Yaba and all this." I was like, "Okay." Yaba wasn't in a good situation either way. Sam wasn't either. Sam is very, very fucking smart. Very smart. You can't ever take that away from her. She's smart and she knows how to motherfuck. So she ends up getting with Yaba. Was I shocked? Like, not, yeah, I was shocked in a way, but then also not completely. Was it a targeted attack? I don't know. Maybe. But they're together now and doing just fine. So who gives a fuck if it was or not? It's how I look at it. Either way, I didn't give a shit. I had other shit going on in my life. So I remember at one point, Trish Paytas told me, Katie, you're either going to talk about people or people are going to talk about you. Which one would you want to be? You want to be famous or infamous? Some shit like that. I don't know why that stuck with me. It still does. I talk about it all the time. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I really, even when I was in Drama Live, I never wanted to criticize anyone or make fun of anyone. I wanted to be the host. I am the Jenny Jones of the show, okay? I'm just there in the middle. I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm just here. Wait a second. I'm getting a reward for something. You know, I could go on about this, but I think Sam is really, really needs to chill the fuck out. I'm not sorry. I'm just putting my 2 cents in. Not that it means a fucking thing, but I'm going to predict something. If Sam does not chill out, I think a lot of people are going to mass flag her, and I think her channel's going to go down. And then they're not going to be satisfied with that. Then they're going to go after Yaba's channel. And that's what I worry about. Like, Sam could take the hit, big fuck. But Yaba, I don't think she could. I mean, what? Selling shit online and then doing everything like, and she's got 3 kids, you know. If I was with a bitch and I had 3 kids and she had nothing, I'd be like, you need to calm down. And that's coming from MFW. That's coming from Miss Fucking Wonderful. Dude, you got to know when to tap out. You are digging. And I'm just like, and I don't give a fuck about any of them. I'm not team anybody. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. Everyone used to lick ass on fucking Sam and Yaba. And the tides are turning. Almost to the point like, oh boy. And then now we're selling tumblers with shit lists on it. Oh my God. I love it, but at the same time, I'm like, here we go. This will be it. I just worry. I get it. Sam, you're pissed, whatever. But who gets mad when someone raises money for you? I'm grateful for any money that I get. Hell, I don't, whether it be whatever amount, okay? In my opinion, this is what I feel like. Yaba's the big dog. Sam is behind her, whatever. So they're the big dogs. So they're together. Then you got French Fry Fatty, and oh God, she could get. I'm surprised Yaba lets her get away with anything. If I was Yaba, I'd be like, we are reviewing. Half of my time would be reviewing French Fry Fatty and Foodie Booty. There is so much to fucking drag there. Are you kidding me? She stole a bitch's cat. I mean, I don't give a. So she's a fucking hero? Get out of here. Goes and meets her at a fucking fashion show? You're a fucking creep. And somehow these fucking sick people who hate foodies so much think that that's okay. Crazy. Okay, at the end of the day, people want to make fun of Foodie Booty. Okay, All right, well, she eats a lot. She's a big girl. You know what? Other than that, she can't even get a man in her own country. She's got to fly her ass double seated to another country where she's absolutely, you can tell she's miserable. There's something really wrong with her. I don't know. For me, I feel bad for her. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, that's sad. That's sad. These people will just take her and tear her apart. For what? Why? What do you get out of that? And at the same note, why aren't you on camera doing this? French fry fatty, Yaba, and beyond. You know the other one that gets on my nerves only because he always gets it wrong. I think there's something wrong with this guy too. Is that Yo Mama? He's not all there. He's not all there. Like he tries to be funny and all, but he's so out of touch. That's what makes him funny is he doesn't even realize how out of fucking touch he is. You're not getting, I mean, yeah, you get 300-400 views because people are literally like, this dude, you're silly. And then you laugh the whole time. And I mean, the laugh can be cute, but that's 25% of your fucking live stream is you giggling like a motherfucker. And I don't know about you, but do you want to be with a man that giggles like that? That get on my nerves after a while. Like, why are you laughing like that? Why is everything so funny? Could you imagine sitting there having a nice little dinner, whatever, watching a good movie, and then you have your old man sitting there, no, no. Hell, I couldn't deal with Gary fucking endless talking. I definitely couldn't live with a man giggle box. Shit. But that's me. I know a lot of people enjoy him, but I can't get past that whole giggle box thing. It bothers me. And then also, he's always so late to the game, and so like we're reporting like 2 weeks later, he's like breaking news. Everybody, we don't know what happened and the results, and you don't. Anyways, that one's totally out there for me. French fry girl is definitely, she's just a hateful motherfucker, dude. If I was foodie booty, and that's why they're Canucks. If you were in America and you showed up and said, I would have grabbed you by that twisted ponytail and fucking threw you down. I don't care if you're bigger than me or not. I'll get a bar stool. I'll get whatever I need. Why the fuck are you here, hater? That would be me. Meanwhile, they're all like smiling and gumming at each other. I mean, did you see that picture? They both couldn't fit in the frame. I never would have went for that heavyweight bout. Get the fuck out of here. One of my known haters came out and I recognize them. I just surely Ponderosa kicked that motherfucker. You already know. Now I'm a little bit smaller and a little bit faster, so I'm just. And there'd be no way I'd put up with that shit. And then to continue, and then to take the fucking cat. Have we seen the cat? Is the cat still living or no? That cat was on its last fucking leg last time I seen it. I don't know. But I've never seen Foodie Booty abuse her cat or anything. People are just fucking ridiculous on the internet. Like, oh, she abused her cat. What, the fucking cat was standing on a pile of trash? Like, yeah, she's a no good. She's gross, whatever. So the cat's standing on a pile of trash. Well, guess what? That cat may be standing on a pile. It ain't going hungry. It was just wanting a little attention and looking out the window. It cries and everyone's like, oh my God, it's crying to get the fuck out of there. Hey, have you met Drama Star? She cries if you look at her. She's talking. That's all it is. But I've never seen her abuse her cat, like, or anything. In fact, anything that I've ever seen out of Foodie Booty, everything and everyone around her is obese. So please, miss me on that shit. Now she's flying her fat ass across the fucking Cuba. What in the fuck? You couldn't find a man. You need. No, she don't need to come to America. She would definitely get. Yeah. Is there not a fatchicks.com, Fat Chicks Date Me, that she had to really go across the fucking country to make it happen? Chubby Cherub, I'm telling you, if I was anywhere and like one of my hair, especially like a French fry fatty would have came out, I'd be on the phone with Mindy, one of my fucking Kim, everybody I know down the line, Tampa, hey, can you throw $20? Can you throw 20? Bail me out of fucking jail now because I just whooped the fuck out of one of my haters. One of them would be like, you know what? I got this. There ain't no way I would sit there and smile next to my. Both of them are wrong for that. Both of them are chumps for that. Is that the way Canada, whatever the fuck you are up north, Roz, in America? I'd put that bitch in a headlock immediately as soon as they snap the picture. Yes. Get the fuck out of here. They say Canadians are super nice. I guess there you go. Its nails were growing in his pads. Well, let's see French Fry Fatty's toenails. I bet you those fucking nails are growing into the pads too. All right. Whatever.